a couple of the pieces that we're playing, and I told them I would choose one of the best ones to read at the concert. So our next piece we're going to play for you is also an anthem type piece, Lift Every Voice and Sing, and this excerpt was written by Kaylin Burt, one of our 8th grade students. She said, "Lift Every Voice and Sing is a very special piece for our band to be playing. This very song was made for the people who were treated unfairly. Lift Every Voice and Sing is also a movement in itself. The song was played during the Civil Rights Movement, which was a movement to gain equal rights, to not have different schools, different bathrooms, or even water fountains be used by certain people, to not be treated unfairly, and to not be discriminated against. This piece is made to unite people. It's played to bring neighbors, communities, and so many people together. What an impact songs can have on human beings. This makes me look back on my decisions and how I treat people. If I was rude, if I was nice, shy, or however I was. When playing this piece, I'm reminded that everyone should be treated equally and with kindness. Everyone deserves to be treated equally no matter who they are. We should all be kind because every little thing makes a difference. Whether you were rude or nice, it makes an impact on everyone. Every step makes progress on a journey, which leads to something great in the end. Every human being on this planet can help achieve world peace and kindness just by being kind. Achieving kindness takes some work. It takes patience, respect, and many other things. We can be kind by using compliments, manners, and respect. For example, Mom, thank you for putting me in band. We should also set goals for ourselves, like saying nice things to a random person every single day. Goals help us accomplish our progress. Playing this as a band member truly inspires me to be better. It gives me the motivation to be a better human, to share love and kindness to everyone around me. From my mom to a stranger in New York City, I want to spread kindness. As a band, it makes us unite and play for something bigger than ourselves. Hope you enjoy Lift Every Voice and Sing. Recognize 2 of our middle school students who auditioned and made the Shortgrass Honor Band this year, Kaylin Housley and Hanson Bone. Will you please stand for a round of applause? They worked very hard, practiced music on their own, and auditioned against other students around our part of the state, so we're very proud of them. Our last piece for our portion of the concert is called Brace for Impact. The students had to write a story that they thought could go along with the music. So hopefully this story will help you picture some things, and then you'll hear our song and it'll all come together. This story was written by Johnny Tisby. One fatal day, my two best friends, Eleanor and Nolan, and I decided to disobey our elders and travel outside of the town. We were always told not to venture outside of the guarded fortress, but they would never give us details. They always spoke about dangerous creatures that were outside of the walls. Of course, being defiant teenagers, we did exactly what they told us not to do, and we were not so pleasantly surprised to find out our elders did not lie. There was this secret entrance we found near the edge of the wall behind the church. It was tense as the church was happening as we were sneaking out. There was one moment when someone heard a stick crack and came out to see what it was. We dropped to the floor and stayed silent until they left. We then exited and ran as swiftly and silently as possible. We made it to a clearing approximately 5 miles away from the fortress before we ran into anything weird. This clearing was where it all changed. We saw weird symbols on the ground and we stopped to inspect them. We looked around and couldn't find much else. Then out of nowhere, 8 dwarfs jumped out from behind the bushes and kidnapped us. We had no time to react and they were quick. They dragged us very painfully to a secret base, and at this point they began the mental torture. They would make conditions very hard to focus on and force us to do massive calculus questions. After a few days spent doing this, we decided to try and escape. We did it at night and we got away successfully. Everything had begun to calm down. We headed back home, making sure not to leave tracks. It took us a while to get back because we didn't know which way we came from. We decided to make camp. We relaxed, hunted, and enjoyed this time away. Nothing bothered us. Then unexpectedly, 3 men in cloaks kidnapped us for a second time. Could we never get a break? We were not allowed to see where they took us, but we could start to hear the sounds of civilization. Eventually, they untied us and we saw the fortress had been torn to pieces. Everything was on fire and we did not know what to do. Suddenly, the cloaked men revealed their identity and it turned out to be our elders. Their faces looked grim. I told you not to sneak out, and what did you do? This is the reason I told you to stay here, in case we ever got invaded. You were a part of the royal family, for heaven's sake. There was something off about this place, though, and the layout seemed a bit different. And then I woke up. This was all a dream. I'm in a regular house with a regular family in no magical world. Here is Brace for Impact.
That's cute.
Thank you.